Hello, everyone. We are Capsa, your prescription, but safer. I'm Jay.
I'm Aiko.
I'm Giada.
So, before we came to launch, we started talking about what we can do for our company. And we all noticed that there's a problem in each of our high schools. The fact that there's a dangerous lack of regulation when students our age are prescribed pain medication. So, we wanted to find a solution for that problem.
To quantify this growing epidemic that is spreading around the United States, I have a statistic for you. There's around 47 deaths that are for people between the ages of 13 and 18 who have overdosed on prescription opioids. And around 11 million people annually abuse prescription opioids as well. To come from an economic standpoint, the CDC estimates that around $78.5 billion is spent on the medical expenses, the legal expenses, and the new treatment plans for overdoses and the burdens of overdoses. So we can see the problem here is that there's no regulation for prescription opioids.
Meet Rachel. She's a single parent with a full-time job. She has a teenage daughter that recently had to undergo arm surgery and was prescribed with opioids after to deal with her pain. Because of her busy schedule, Rachel cannot fully monitor her daughter's pill intake. And she's worried that she will abuse the medication.
So, in our market research, one of the first things we did was make sure we got to talk to a lot of different doctors. Throughout all these interviews, one common theme arose, which is that all the doctors said that they constantly see different cases in which patients are abusing the prescription medication that they're been given after they're discharged. They also said that they sometimes feel helpless as there's no way to make sure that the patient is taking the prescription medication after discharge. We also talked to different people, not only people who take prescription medication, but also people who know of others who take prescription medication. And in that case, those people showed us that there's two customer priorities, which are making sure the bottle is easy to fill and making sure that making sure that there are lots of features to ensure overdose safety.
So how does it work? We chose a pill bottle instead of a pill box for three main reasons. The first being that it's easy to fill, second that there exists overdose safety, and third it's easier to transport. Over there, Chadha and Bharath are demonstrating a live demonstration of our MVP. It works similar to a gumball machine. The inner disc shown on the right up on this presentation rotates at the appropriate time and it will dispense the appropriate dosage based on the prescription. This can be programmed via our app depending on what your prescription actually is.
The process is simple. It begins at the hospital, where there's a system in place where doctors, when prescribing minors with opioids, are also required to prescribe our pill bottle. From then, just like any other prescription, the prescription is sent over to a pharmacy where it will be filled. The only difference is that instead of being filled in an orange plastic bottle, the medicine is put into one of our electronically regulated pill bottles. By the time the patient comes to pick it up, the bottle has already been preset to dispense the medication at the correct times according to the prescription of the patient.
To describe our marketing efforts, we have a B2B market penetration, which is different from our competitors who use a business to consumer. We want to target hospitals who will then have doctors prescribe the patients our product. And we will talk to doctors through personal selling. We also want to use trade shows, medical publications, as well as advertisements to reach our customer base. We also want to go through FDA regulations in order to get our to make our product better suited for our hospitals.
This is our graph of our 5-year financial projection with both our revenue and our profit. We plan to price our product at $70 in year one with $25 for cost of goods, hoping to decrease the cost of goods over time with mass manufacturing and increase the price of products. This pricing point was based upon our competitors as well as what our customers indicated they would be willing to pay.
These are our main competitors. With our primary market research, we found that our customers want something that's both easy to use and safe, and Capsa fills this blank space in the market.
So for our timeline, we want to have our manufacturing as soon as possible and also have customer iterations. And then we want to have our app development, which is one of the features that we're going to implement. It has three main features. One is that you have doctor-patient connection with alerts sent whenever you take your medication. You have a drug database which you can search your medication, and you can also schedule your times. So we want to market penetrate with the Leahy Hospital in Massachusetts as the initial target market before expanding to other hospitals. And we'll also be expanding to other markets in the future with different demographics.
Okay, and here's our team.
I'm Jay, I'm in charge of strategy and finance.
I'm Aiko, and I'm doing branding and design.
My name is Bharath. I'm in charge of tech and operations.
I'm Giada, and I'm doing sales and marketing.
And we'd also like to say thank you really quickly to Tony and Chen. We couldn't have made our MVP without you.